Whoa, when I tell you I am late, I am late. All right, guys, welcome back to Cameshiareviews, the Queen of Reality TV. And I wanted to, and I really, this episode, did I take, let me make sure before I lie and say that I actually had notes on this. Okay, I thought I did. If I did not, that's crazy. The reason why that you actually see the picture that you see on the thumbnail is the reason. Dario. Okay, first I want to say there's a lot of different moving parts here. I have been saying since I think maybe 2 years ago that I said I feel like that the people who either are younger coming up or people who were the young before coming up are coming with a vengeance and feeling like the challenge, you guys are at an age now where I can take your spot. I was getting gagged. Devin is a player, a good one. And he's an honest player. So I even will go as far as to say Leroy just hasn't won a challenge. He just hasn't. And I was thinking, hopefully, him being with Devin would, improve his chances. But I'm wondering, and I love Leroy. Like, I want him to win so bad. Was Leroy being with Devin hurt Devin? And this is gonna sound bad. I'm a fan of both. Watched both games over the years. But in this situation, Leroy, how would he know? How would he know this? The whole house had been coming for, of course, Steve and all them, putting him in elimination every time. But the house looked at Devin and Leroy together as like a giant bananas, or and as the challenge goes on, because back in the day, the people who were good, who were vets, would not get put up. They just didn't. Over the last few years, because of newbies, that has changed. If you have an opportunity to get rid of somebody, that's a wrap. Plus, Adam and Steve probably trying to also make friends in the house, even though they're gonna still go into the arena every time. No shade. So to me, I feel like Sam, the move that they made to get rid of them, I'm not sure if it was smart. They have been struggling through most of the challenge. They won their first challenge, so they did get it. To me, why not have somebody like that on your team to support you for a certain time? Not the whole time. Maybe to get you to a good point in the game. But Devin having to make connections and winning and Leroy. But baby, it was the reads for me when what's the name say, oh, all you do is puzzles and you're old. I'm like, what the hell? Oh my god, it was brutal. Brutal. He was reading him for filth. But my thing is this, sir. Make sure you can back that up, and also make sure that when it comes down to going into this game that you got it, because baby, you might be the sacrificial lamb when it comes to the next elimination. Dario, even girl, his her piece of ex, whatever. She said, "Look, because I really wanted to focus on the whole thing. Devin didn't ask for any of it. Devin's game was actually going pretty smooth up until this point. And I think if Devin would have thought that beforehand, maybe more, that Dario was the one that may put him up in the future. Devin plays even when he plays his game, he strategically moves to, if this person wins or not wins, how can I fit my game? He didn't even look at Dario that way, because Dario played it like, we cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool with Leroy. He brought nobody would even the people thinking about Devin and Leroy they were, but it didn't come up until he really put it like on front street. So in the challenge now, it's the relationships, but the younger people coming up behind the vets are creating their own relationships. Not only that, they're creating their own game. So to me, if I'm going into All Stars, if I'm going into anything, if I'm a vet, I'm not gonna just be like, oh, my friendship, my friendship. Even if you're winning, the friendship is not always what it is. To me, I would be aligning the same gameplay that who did this? Oh my god, what's the Irish redhead? And I can't believe much he's my favorite. I never interviewed him, but he always played a game where he would come in as a vet, or even when he was a semi-vet, younger, he would always team up with the new kids on the block. And to me, it's a smart move. So I just wanted to I didn't really want to go through the whole show because a new show comes on in 2 days. But I really wanted to talk about the whole thing with Devin, the whole thing with Dario, and the whole thing with Leroy. It was just crazy. And the way he betrayed Leroy to me was trash. I know that Leroy and him probably could be cool. We got the fact that but that was horrible. If something that Leroy did that contributed, Leroy did nothing to deserve that. I felt like that this was Leroy's opportunity, right? I just they lost. I get it. You know what I'm saying? I get it. I understand that, but it wasn't right to me. I really felt like he was set up, and it frustrates me. Just like Nelson's and other things. It's like, damn, that's somebody I really want to see win. I really want to see them do it. And I just did not like the way things went down with Devin and Leroy in this situation. I just didn't. That's why I kind of didn't want to talk about it. This season. I just not. That's another thing. This season, I don't really. I don't really understand. And I'm gonna say that too. I don't understand. In this season as a whole, to be honest, I'm struggling with it. I'm not sure why though. I don't know why I'm struggling with this season. And just it makes me sad. Much as let me tell y'all something. I have been watching and talking about this show for so long. It's just part of my DNA as far as the challenge. I still have it in my blood, and I see the younger bloggers coming up, and even some of my mentees, like Kid My Cheese TV, who was very excited about challenge, but she'll tell you what it is, how she feels. You know, I want something where I can see because I don't know if it maybe I know for me, I'm a black person. I'm gonna say it's a black man to win. And I'm sorry. Now maybe it's time for a younger. You know what I'm saying? Like for me, to me, I know politics and social games is involved with that. It's so much. But we'll see what comes up for next season. All stars for me this season is kind of giving it's giving meh this season. I thought the rivals going to be a little more spicy, or maybe it was still too early. I'm pretty sure some more is going to happen, but I'm just not feeling. I didn't like this episode at all. It is what it is. My first loves I will forever talk about it. It's not going to change anything. But I'm just giving an honest opinion about this episode and how it's just, it is what it is. So again, we'll come back to this. We'll come back in this episode and we'll talk about it. And hopefully I'll be more earlier than the 2 days before the next episode. But y'all know Cameshiareviews has it going on in full and booked and all the things. And I haven't even booked for so many things I can't even say. I love y'all so much. I will see you guys next time. Cameshiareviews, the wait a minute. Help. Am I that tired? One thing I want you guys to know, and that nothing that will never change about this, I am the queen of reality TV. Don't get it twisted and don't doubt it.